Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. Today we're looking at one of the new Glamour item sets added in patch 6.2. Specifically, this is known as the Lawless set and it comprises of 5 pieces. We have ourselves a hat, we have ourselves a chest piece jacket, we have ourselves some gloves, some legs, and of course some feet as well, some shoes. So in this video we're going to look at these things in detail as well as go through dye options as well. So just as a preface of where to actually get these items, they are crafted, and specifically you'll need items that are located in the new treasure map dungeons in Endwalker that have been updated in 6.2 to include new items required for many crafts, including this Lawless set. As you can see on screen here, around the screen we have each of the individual pieces and their recipes, so if you would like to, you can pause the video and make a note of this stuff. Alternatively, I will link in the description of the video the crafting page on the lodestone for your leisure. Anyway, let's actually have a look at this set somewhere that it's got decent light as opposed to my FC house. To this end then I chose Saw Kai in Explorer mode because it's pretty much always light here. There are some particle effects, but it gives a good demonstration on realistic lighting that you could expect in the actual game. So the first part of this outfit then is obviously the helm, well I should say hat in this case. The detail is exceptional up close, as you can see here. Obviously we're using one of the new hairstyles from Island Sanctuary. We just recently did a video on that, so if you're curious where this hairstyle comes from, but any short hairstyle will look the same. That's mostly so we can see the collar of a jacket. It reminds me more of a roving reporter or an investigator, like an inspector sort of hat and outfit than it does anything else. I don't know if everybody else is going to get the same feeling of that, but it's definitely that kind of design in my opinion. The jacket is probably the main thing that people are going to be the most infatuated with though, especially with the design on the front there with the tie, obviously a cut tie, no angled tie with like a little diamond shape on it and these like fleur-de-lis almost designs on it. Kind of reminds me of like a piano for some reason, you know what I mean, with the obviously you've got your ivories in the middle there and then you've got your octaves sort of with the black. I don't know if that's intentional, but it does look very, very upper class, especially with how the sleeves are, you know, flared as well. That's a really nice touch. I also like how it sort of tucks itself in the shirt with the trousers that we've got here. So what we need to do at some point in the video is also look at what the what the shirt goes with, right? And if it does the same thing. But yeah, I really like this jacket. I think that the collar's beautiful with the little details, the stitch sort of button things on the side that I don't know what those are called. Those look nice. And you've also got that, I don't know, what do you call this bit at the back of like a tuxedo? I just call it like the penguin flap. I don't know if, is that a real term? Probably not, right? Obviously, if you're a character with a tail, you're going to have clipping there, but honestly, you're used to that by now if you play Makote or Aura. The gloves then are probably one of the weaker points for me personally. They do have that sort of fabric on the inside, so it doesn't, you know, expose any skin. They are just basically leather gloves. We have like hundreds of leather gloves. These are slightly different. They're more like driving gloves, I suppose. We'll have to have a look in the dye options what that looks like really, but And the trousers are beige trousers. I mean, what can we really say about those? There's a nice belt. And these are like loafers, the shoes, which remind me of something my granddad would wear actually, the brown leather shoes. Yes, not a fan of those. And also the other thing that annoys me is the legs, they're turn-ups at the bottom. It's like we deliberately went with longer trousers than we could possibly fit into. I don't like turn-ups, I think they're horrible. But yeah, the main part for me personally is the jacket and the hat. But you do kind of look like an inspector, sort of. I don't know. Is that what we look like? I don't know. Let's go and have a look at what this stuff goes with, what it matches with in the Glamour dresser. I'm curious now. So I'm very curious what the jacket goes with, if we get the same kind of tuck effect. So let's change the trousers to something else, different legs. It doesn't matter what we change it to. That's very interesting. So it still does the tuck basically. It would probably look good with skirts. Let's have a look. Ah, that looks all right. That doesn't look too bad, honestly. I mean, it's not the sort of thing I would want to go with my with that particular jacket. And obviously anything that's like lower, a lower waist height, you're going to end up with a gap where the shirt is tucked in. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that that works in the first place, to be perfectly honest with you. And of course, things like Quaintrals will not go with that that particular shirt because it goes beyond the hip. Honestly, not a bad looking jacket. Ideally, what you would want to do is combine that with some other, you know, like maybe the Craftsman's leather. Although I'm kind of looking a little bit more like Michael Jackson, if we go that direction with the tight leather pants and the jacket and hat. Is that what I've accidentally created here, Michael Jackson? Now we need a moonwalk emote in the game. I mean, we kind of have it with the gentlemanly dance, but not so much the shoes. But, you know, maybe people have been looking forward to getting some grandpa shoes. Who knows? Who knows? So with the dye options, I think, honestly, there are a good variety of colours here, and it probably dyes the perfect palette, honestly. We can't have it perfect every time, and we don't have the multiple palette option, but I still cry for in the future where we get to dye different parts of outfits. But for the time being, this outfit at least dyes the way that I would want it to, leaving the shirt, obviously the undershirt undyed, and then the jacket and the rest of those details dyed the flat colour. It dyes a nice flat colour, as in like a direct colour. You're not seeing washed out colours on this outfit, which is nice. I really don't like it when they wash the colours out too much on outfits, especially when it's obtainable glamour in a game. Honestly, it makes this thing look 10 times better when you change the colour of the trousers. When it came to seeing this for the first time, I was like, what are those? What are those legs? Kind of still reminds me of Michael Jackson, though, for some reason. It must be just the hat. It really must. But yes, the other question that people will be asking is, can Viera wear the hat? The answer is no. I mean, is this really a surprise at this point? Yeah, Viera, Hrothgar, you both kind of got shafted again. Yeah, this is a running joke, really, isn't it? A new piece of glamour that's been created in the game for in-game acquisition that was created this year, and Viera and Hrothgar can't make use of it, at least in the helm department. But think of that what you will. I know it probably comes across as I'm quite salty or something, but could it really have been that difficult to just puncture 2 little holes in the top of the hat? Is that not something that could have been done? Or just, you know, to hide the ears or something, or fold them over? I have no idea how they would do it. But not having it as an option kind of defeats the point of having a 5-set glamour set. But at least the saving grace is you can buy all of the other pieces, and the other pieces look great. But it is a real shame about that particular helm. I think you'll agree. Anyway, let me know what you think about this particular glamour set, if you've gone and done your treasure map dungeons, if you've gone and crafted this. I know a bunch of people have made absolute bank off of selling these. Really not that hard of a recipe, it's just getting the materials. Definitely shop around, hop between your data centers with data center travel and server travel, and see if you can scalp some of the materials and make it better and sell it for cheaps, and make yourself a decent profit if you're into that. Or just try and get yourself a glamour set, because I think it is a really nice jacket at least, and the hat's pretty badass for those of you who can actually use it. Anyway, much love, enjoy the rest of your day, more 6.2 stuff on the way, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.